More than 50 million people across a large swath of the U.S. are under a severe weather threat Friday, one day after storms cut a deadly path across Texas and Florida. 3 people were killed in Perryton, Texas, when a ruinous tornado slammed the town Thursday, the fire chief told CAN. The storm also sent up to 100 people in the Texas Panhandle town to the hospital with injuries ranging from head wounds to abrasions, the Ochiltree General Hospital interim CO told Shen. And a person in Florida died after being trapped under a tree that fell on their home, Escambia County officials said. The county, which includes Pensacola, was hit with flash flooding emergencies overnight, leading to high water rescues. The National Weather Service in Mobile, Alabama, reported early Friday, citing local rescuers. Widespread and significant flash flooding was continuing in West Pensacola, Warrenton, and Gulf Breeze, Escambia County Emergency Management said. Numerous roadways remain flooded with water entering several structures, emergency officials said. Nearly 150 residents of an apartment complex in Pensacola were moved amid the rising water Friday morning and taken to a community center for shelter, county officials said. Warrenton, just south of Pensacola, got nearly a foot of rain in just 3 hours. Radar estimates indicate as much as 16 inches of rain fell overnight, and more is expected Friday. A flash flood watch is in effect for the area until 7 p.m. Many of the areas that saw severe conditions Thursday could see storms return as a level 2 of 5 slight risk of severe storms is in place for parts of the South, Mid-Atlantic, and Southern Plains. Large hail, damaging winds, and tornadoes are possible in the slight risk areas, which include Montgomery and Mobile in Alabama, Little Rock, Arkansas, Jackson, Mississippi, and Tallahassee, Florida. A marginal level 1 of 5 risk is in place from South Dakota to Florida, and for parts of the Mid-Atlantic, a huge zone that includes hard-hit Perryton. Other cities in the marginal risk area, which could see large hail and damaging winds, include Philadelphia, Baltimore, Washington, D.C., Denver, and Jacksonville, Florida. The storm that swept through Perryton damaged homes and businesses in the town of some 8,000 residents, including the local fire department and EMS, as well as multiple mobile homes, Fire Chief Paul Dutcher said, noting many of the department's trucks were damaged. A tornado formed and it just dropped on us. It came out of nowhere. There were no sirens, no time to get to a shelter, Perryton resident Jamie James said, telling Ken she had to ride out the storm in her truck. There was a time I thought I was going to die, she said. Everything went crazy. Dumpsters were flying, hailstones hitting the car. James's home is still standing, but the structure next to it is destroyed. She said the tornado is a devastating blow to the city she's lived in for 15 years. So many good people in this town. We look out for one another. The city's power facilities were shut off for safety purposes, according to Xcel Energy. Transmission lines supplying the city with electricity have sustained damage and many lower voltage distribution lines are down in the city, said Wes Reeves, a spokesperson for Xcel Energy. Xcel Energy personnel are working to ensure the safety of Perryton residents and first responders. An estimated time of restoration is not yet available,